Hey, I just wanted to do a quick little video about being off of testosterone for the last 2 months. I have been off testosterone because my levels have been crazy for basically 2 years. I'm almost 2 years on T, and I switched to a new doctor, and he told me that because I never got a baseline of where my levels are at, I had to stop for 2 months. And originally, I was really, really upset by it all. And I was worried that my changes would reverse. I was going to go through a lot of emotions. And I would just feel really bad about myself. Like maybe I wouldn't feel trans enough, or I don't know, whatever it is. I like being on T. I didn't want to stop. I think that's probably pretty understandable. So I have been off, I think, for about 7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. And I'm going to be starting back on it again this week. I have my appointment, so I imagine he will let me start T again, but maybe it'll be a small dose. I don't really know. What I have to say, though, is that changes did not reverse. I really didn't feel any different. I most of the time forgot that I was even not on T. I already had my period. Even like I had my period start again back in, I think it was June, so that was not something that was different. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see any differences. I didn't lose like any of the body hair. I didn't lose like muscle mass because I'm not working out anyway. I didn't feel any like emotional roller coaster, none of that. But I've never really felt any of that being on testosterone anyway. So yeah, it just wasn't really a big deal. And it's made me realize that maybe someday I'll just stop taking tea. I have not seen the effects that I thought it was going to give me. And now that I know what it's like to not be on it, maybe I just won't. Um, Again, I think the biggest thing for me, I think, is the muscle mass, the facial hair, and not having a period is huge, but you can also stop your period in other ways. My voice, I don't think is going to change anymore, and I don't know, I can't think of other things. Once I have top surgery, like I'm going to feel really good, and maybe I won't need hormones. So it's not something I'm planning on stopping, but it's also something that I'm realizing that maybe I'm not going to need my whole life. Another thing I want to talk about is my facial hair has finally started growing in. And like I said, not on T the last 2 months. And I've been on Minoxidil now for I think 3 months. And most of the time using it twice a day. And I've been really happy with the results. This is not a lot, but like for me, it is quite a bit compared to where I've been prior to this. Before this, I have had some here, just basically under my chin, but now it's really filling in on my cheeks and sideburns and a little bit on my mustache, and this has become a lot thicker. So I've been using it for 3 months, and I plan to keep using it because I'm really happy. I am worried about negative effects from it. I've heard you can bald, which that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Just that it's toxic. I haven't had any issues really with it at all so far. So I'm going to keep using it. Hopefully it'll just keep filling in. I'm kind of debating like if I should trim up what I have. I mean, really only this is noticeable, I think, from far away. But yeah, I hope it doesn't look nasty, but I also kind of like don't care because I've been waiting a really long time, 2 years for this, so everybody can just shut up. I Those are really the only two things I wanted to share. I have been doing a lot with my Trans 101 presentations. I have mostly been posting about that on my personal Facebook, but I've been doing those through the Mid-Continent Public Library, and I've received really positive responses from the people that have been attending for the most part, but there's been a lot of controversy from the community, and I mean, I think it's honestly like a small pocket of people, but they have a really loud voice. So there's just been a lot going on with that, but I'm presenting my Trans 101 talk to my school district this week, and I'm really excited for that. Hoping it's going to be great. It's going to help change some students' lives, just having their educators be more knowledgeable. But yeah, I'm hoping more Trans 101 at the library. A lot of people behind me, backing me on this. So I feel pretty certain that it's going to keep happening. I've been appearing a lot on like media, like I've been on the news a couple times, been in a few newspaper articles, and it's been kind of a lot. I am really happy for it because I think it increases the visibility, but at the same time, I need to be wary of my surroundings because Kansas City is not always a safe place for trans people. So I don't mind being that person to stand up for my community, but I also need to be smart and make sure I'm always with people. And yeah, I mean that sounds really bad. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just kind of this controversy has put some fear in me that didn't used to exist as much because I didn't realize that there's so many people that still think trans people are sex offenders or, you know, child molesters, or I mean, I don't even know. It's hard for me to even say because it's so crazy. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop. Thanks for listening. If you're listening, I love seeing those views on there, and I'll catch you all next time. All right, take care. Bye.